Now we jump to our other big story. High-stakes meetings at the White House today. CBS News Middle East contributor Courtney Kealy is here to help us understand the Netanyahu portion of what will happen. Courtney, good morning. This will be the first in-person meeting between President Trump and the Israeli Prime Minister since the Iran war began, with both of them pushing for it. But they've been on diverging pages recently. What are your expectations for what could be accomplished today?
Well, are they going to play nice, or will there be friction? Now, Prime Minister Netanyahu said he described it as a family relationship. President Trump is like family, and families fight. Does that hold true now? The Prime Minister does want certain things that have not been achieved in the Iran war, like curtailing the Iranian nuclear program. That is a big question mark, and will he bring that up? Most likely. Iran will be on top of the agenda. Southern Lebanon will also be discussed because it's an active war zone, really, and the Israeli troops are in there. President Trump met with the Lebanese president. He met with the Iraqi prime minister. He announced a deal with the Saudis on some kind of nuclear program, and then said they were part of the Abraham Accords. So that's kind of off. But a lot of Arab leadership and brinksmanship by the president is instead of Israel, which is always the primary relationship with the U.S.
What specifically does the Israeli Prime Minister want that President Trump isn't willing to give him? So out of this meeting, the Israeli Prime Minister may want more cooperation from the U.S., more support, but we've heard the president publicly criticize Benjamin Netanyahu and his efforts to keep his country secure. So what is the real sticking point? Right,
and language that cannot be said on television. Real fighting words. And we really don't know what the relationship now is with President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu. Will they play nice? We have a problem with the Iran war in the U.S. right now, which is it's kind of a standoff. Right. Both sides will not have the munitions to continue the fighting as it has been. It's on a low-level fighting, but people are still getting killed. And then Prime Minister Netanyahu always wanted what I would describe as his white whale. He wants the Iranian nuclear program decimated. And we've seen airstrikes last year, especially in June. That's always been his, raison d'etre for decades. And also what's problematic right now is Congress is not really happy. A majority of Congress, really the Democrats, are not happy with Israel and their behavior and the recent things like Southern Lebanon and Gaza.
All right. We'll see if today makes a difference, as we say so often. Courtney, thank you so much.